Hey friends, welcome back to another recap. This one is a version of Every Time I Travel, I Get Sick. She's back in Syria. The camera is off, the fan is on, and Salah is asleep. If you call her a scammer, you're forever blocked. They would never scam a family member. She's sick, she's hot, her breathing is really terrible. She says she got a bad headache 3 days before she came back to Syria. She's short of breath, her head feels like it's full of cotton, and she feels like she has a blood clot in her lungs. She said she's not on blood thinners, and she did not take any while she was traveling. She makes a J clot joke about the dead Beezer who just passed away. She said she didn't want to go to the hospital because they don't have the AC on there at night. Are you kidding me? Says her abdomen is swollen right now and has been swollen since before she got back to Syria. She said she had to take her CPAP off because she couldn't breathe with it on. Doesn't want to be lonely in Canada, so she wants to die in Syria. Salah, she says, is too tired and there's no one to take her to the hospital. Then she wonders if there's an ambulance or a taxi she can take, but then she worries they won't have plus-size stretchers. She couldn't catch her breath when she was on her way from the bed to the bathroom in her hotel room. She used a wheelchair at the airport. A stewardess nursed her during the flight, and everyone kind of looked really worried about her. Well, yeah, they don't want you to die on the plane. Her mood is really jovial, and she's laughing a lot, so I'm not really buying this part about, being sick, apart from her labor breathing. It feels like she has a blood clot and a flu all at the same time. It would be risky for Salah to drive since he's so tired. She claims the hospital in Syria is scary, and she doesn't want to go there alone. She says Salah just doesn't understand about her health problems. Super chats are now rolling in, and Bruce Lee Wanda contributed too, of course. She says she's been feeling like this for 3 or 4 days. Her asthma inhalers aren't actually working right now. She says Salah doesn't realize how serious her health crisis actually is, and her chat is begging her to go to the hospital. She isn't sure if they even have a CAT scan at the hospital. She then announces a grape fast. God help us all. She claims she's scared, but she's laughing as she says it, so I'm not convinced. She says Salah had brought a family member somewhere in the car, so he's tired. From the sounds of it, Julia isn't happy to see her. In fact, and I quote, "You're not even happy I'm home, and I bought you treats." Now she's saying Salah isn't at home, but she just said he was sleeping earlier. And again, she says he's just tired. So is he sleeping or is he not home? Because it can't be both. One of the airline crew asked her if she was okay to fly. She took quite a bit of aspirin today. Now she says Salah is coming home right away. Says it might be COVID because she lost her voice earlier. Blah, blah, blah. Syria's the best. She just keeps saying she doesn't want to go to the hospital alone. Honestly, she just needs a caretaker at this point. She says she's in the new house now and will supposedly get their air conditioning installed tomorrow, inshallah. There are 8 sofas in the house because why not? Now we start to hear either gunshots or fireworks in the background, and she's laughing, saying, "I'm safe in the compound." Her stomach has been swollen for days. Her chat is now love bombing her like crazy. And it's one nerd saying he's screaming and in tears because she won't go to the hospital. Like, get a grip, dude. Says she got home today, but was supposed to stay in the hotel in Qatar till the 18th. She apparently prepaid for the hotel until the 18th, but left early. So was the grift completely wasted? She said her and Salah's finances aren't our business. Then she brings up how FFG was evicted 9 times. How does one correlate with the other? I'm confused here. Doesn't want to say if she got a refund for the hotel. She always falls into the trap of telling people about her finances. She said she paid off a lot of debt since she's been with Salah. Says Salah isn't the child's father, but that she is blood family to him and that they wouldn't scam family. She reiterates again that the family wanted her to do this live stream and that it's fine. They know about the haters, but she doesn't think they care. Now she says that we're harassing the family. and she's kicking off. It says that we're all going to hell. Why should she be afraid to ask for money when we harass the people being exploited, apparently? Nikki, did you donate? If you called her a scammer, she won't refund you. Everyone else can shove it, including Mary. She has no proof, Mary that is, of any scam, and she can just shove it. If you don't like it, too freaking bad, Mary. She reiterates that she will share updates about the child with donors privately. The money is already going to the child, so why would she give it back to the donors? Mary cannot have the money back. She says that flat out. She calls someone a psycho in the chat and then blocks them. Now she's openly mocking Mary's request for a refund. Just shut up about her scam. Exactly, Tearjob. Why should she keep the drama going and giving us loser, vulture, parasitic people content? She wants us all to get demonetized. And we can all go, you know what? What, Chantal? Are you saying you want us all to die? She knew this would be the response. She doesn't care who's mad. We don't affect her life, but it sounds like we do. And by the way, it also doesn't seem like she's sick anymore. Someone tells her to put more effort into her channel, and she is shocked with that statement. Like, she can't believe someone would suggest that. She says people turn on her all the time, even after years of knowing her. She's not angry, you guys. Someone in the chat calls me shoo-shoo in a wig, and I don't even know what that means. Someone in the chat tells her that Nicole has been in other chats, so she calls her a traitor and says she saw it right away. If Mary wants a refund, she'll have to take it from the child's hands. If she didn't have such a busy life, she would sue all of us. If YouTube needs proof that what she just pulled isn't a scam, then she'll show YouTube the proof. Then she compares herself to Miss Rachel once again. Why does she have to prove anything to anyone? She says Mary has no proof, again, of being scammed. Now she says that the child is in school. But no, sorry. Now she's just going to go to school. The only people who care about receipts are everyone who doesn't donate. Nobody who complains gave her any money. Well, yeah. Then she mentions Miss Hussey and how he got money for suing other creators. Reach for the stars, Chantal. She's now saying she'd go face to face with someone named None of Ya Biz. She calls all of us idiots and that she's just sick of us. She is raging against the chat right now. Syria apparently has better healthcare than Canada, but she just said the Syrian hospital is scary and they might not even have a CAT scan machine. So then she says if PDFs watch Miss Rachel, is it Miss Rachel's fault? Someone mentions Ruby Frank and she calls it dark. Oh my God. People in third world countries aren't as disgusting as those in the West. YouTube should be sued because they allow harassment. A famous Canadian once said, isn't it ironic, don't you think? We probably have criminals in our chats. Says she doesn't need money for AC and the money from the scam, but she's totally joking, you guys. And her chat says they're going to put a spell on us. And she says, yeah, put a spell on all the reaction channels. And that's that. Thank you so much for watching, friends. I'll see you in the next one.